She is now in Pittsburgh.
Ah, yes. Thanks for you.
So I guess that Catherine is still home.
Cass is still home.
Yeah, okay.
The school delayed 2 weeks. The school opening was delayed 2 weeks.
The opening or
the online class.
Okay, yeah, okay.
We'll go back. They will postpone to go there.
Yeah, okay. My son is supposed to go back to classes on Monday, but I think they're going to change that.
Yeah.
So the first 2 weeks have been online. Okay, we'll get started. I guess other people will join us. First of all, I want to say to everyone here, I want to thank you for your concern, for your kindness, and for everything you did for me and my son over the past week. Just knowing that you were thinking about us, giving us ideas on what to do, how to make ourselves feel better, and then a number of people from this class and my other classes also brought food over. So we had plenty of food. I still have plenty of food. Right now I have 60 eggs. Not sure what I'll do with those. But it's a lot of eggs, but we'll figure it out. But in all seriousness, I just like I said, the concern and the love from this class was just tremendous, and I truly appreciate it, and I know how blessed I am to be able to do this and be part of your lives.
那菲欧老师说的，谢谢大家在过去的1周中对他的关心呐，还有对他儿子的关心，他觉得特别的感谢大家，然后他觉得他是特别有福的一个人。Helen want to say hi to you. She cannot come today, but she will come next week.
Yeah, okay, that's good because Helen wasn't able to come because of her work schedule and then her son's swim schedule. That's good. Yeah, she stopped by last week. I did briefly chat with Jenny. She didn't say that she would not be here. Maybe she forgot, but that's okay. It's kind of hard getting back into the schedule of things. What else was I going to say? Just so you're aware of it, Joseph was talking about the pandemic and really how bad it is. And interestingly, the first wave of the pandemic, which was in really March 2020 to probably December 2020, I did not owe anybody that was directly impacted by it. This wave, I know a lot of people who have actually gotten COVID. There's a woman in our Monday class. Her name is Shulan. She is visiting her goddaughter in San Francisco. Her goddaughter is sick. There's another woman. Her name is Shumei Gore. Shumei is I work with her and her 2 children on Thursday morning usually, and she has 2 children, one a boy and a girl. They're 16 years old. They're twins. They just came to the United States in October, Now, Shumei has COVID, so she's trying to take care of her two children. She's not staying with them, but trying to take care of the two children and take care of herself. So please, please, please be really, really careful if you have to go out.
Phil 老师说他，自从那个2020年3月这个疫情以来，他就是，开始他前几波他都没知道谁，他周围都没有人得的。最近这一波就是他认识人里面好些得的，像周一我们那个课里面的，那个，叫
徐兰，
徐兰，
Yeah.
他的干女儿。
daughter，
他干女儿，他就拜访他干女儿，他干女儿一家病了哈，他干女儿病了，然后他还教星期四早上教的那个，一家也是病了，刚从中国来没多久，10月份刚从中国来的，有说他希望周老师希望大家小心。
Thanks.
All right. It's been. I will cough somewhat during the class. Please don't be concerned about it. It's been a while since we did this, so let me start with Pritesh. How are you?
Hi, fine, thanks.
I'm good. And what did you do? I could say, what did you do last month? No, what did you do today?
Today, I take after my granddaughter and cook beef, chick,
Okay.
and so on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now you said you're now in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Cranberry specifically. When
Yeah.
did you get here?
About Christmas, before Christmas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I had jet lag.
Yes.
Yeah. About 15 days.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I usually have that when I go to China, when I come here, come back, and it's tough. Okay.
Yes.
All right. What was I going to ask you? Where in China did you come from?
I came from China. I'm from Wuhan.
Okay.
Shanghai.
Okay.
Shanghai departure.
Right. So it's actually colder here than
Yes.
it is. Yeah. Okay. And was Wuhan locked down?
No.
No. Okay.
It's okay. It's fine.
Okay. I heard it was locked down, but I don't know. Maybe that's more recent. Okay. All right. Well, welcome to the United States.
Yeah. Thanks.
Okay. And Sunny, how are you?
Good. How are you? Long time no see.
Yes, it's a very long time. It really is good to see people.
Yeah.
So what did you do today?
Today is the day off.
Ah, nice.
Nice. Very nice. Yeah. Because at a center where I work last week about 10 people tested testing. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're
Yes.
okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Great.
Yeah.
Great.
Okay.
All right. I feel like I'm not really focused where I should be. Okay, anyway. All right. I'll get there. It's what has it been like 3 weeks, I think, since we had class.
3. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
3 weeks. Yeah.
Joseph, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
And you actually look really healthy. You look like you're doing well.
Back to well. 怎么说？
他说你看起来很好啊，应该是。
看起来好。是 ，Yeah. I'm go to the gym in the morning every morning.
Wow.
Occasional house fitness.
Yeah.
Work is police department.
Next to it. Yeah.
Yeah. White horse.
Yep.
Road.
Yeah.
Work is town.
Right near Target.
Target offset. Target offset. Every day.
Good.
In part, because more seriously recently, department
Academic. What means academic?
Recently, the epidemic has the more recently, seriously recently. I'm
Epidemic.
Epidemic.
Okay.
Yeah, epidemic. Today I bought an oxen medal 这个叫什么呀？online and I put them for various 19 text kit.
Yeah. 测试盒。Yeah.
测试盒 Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Zoe, how are you?
I'm good. Glad to see you in good space.
Thank you. You always have a nice smile. I like that. So what did you do today?
Today I only went to supermarket. I didn't to other.
I didn't do anything else.
I did anything else.
Okay. All right. And Li Fang, how are you?
I'm good.
And what did you do today?
It with we record today. We want what we want of our work in the afternoon. After working for a while it filter we record. My husband ran home and I insisted on working more than 6,000 meters.
Wow. Okay.
But before returning more returning home.
Okay.
Home.
Okay. All right. That's a lot of walking, a lot of exercise, but really for everyone, with it being now in the, I'll have to clarify this a bit. in the New Jersey area, Philadelphia, New Jersey area, it was very, very cold today. My guess is the temperature was probably close to -3 or 4. So if you do go outside and exercise, do it slowly, do it carefully. Because the cold air is tough on the lungs, it's also tough on the physically on the body.
Yeah. Okay.
Thanks.
All right. Jenny, how are you? Good to see you.
I'm no good.
Why?
Because my car broken down and had a flat tire.
Oh.
I went to the DMV for my driver's license.
Yeah. Okay. So did you get your tire fixed?
Yeah.
You did. Okay. All right. So is everything okay now?
Okay.
Good, good. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. And getting a flat tire on a cold day like this is not fun. So, okay.
Are you better?
Yes, I am. Thank you. So, all right. Well, I don't have to ask you what you did today. I'll ask anyway. What did you do today?
It's me?
Yes. Figure I'd ask anyway.
Sorry. This morning, I clean and wash, clean my room, clean house and wash clothes.
Yeah.
Afternoon, I went to the DMV.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which DMV did you go to?
Camden.
Camden? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I used to go to Medford. Medford was always good. It was never busy. It was easy, but I don't know about now. Okay. All right. Anna, how are you?
Good.
Have you been staying healthy?
Yeah.
Good, good, good. What did you do today?
My school are remote this week, so I'm home to learn.
Okay. All right. Sorry.
I went to renew my mom's driver license, but it's closed. So we back to home, but my mom's tire is broken. So we are
Yeah. Okay. But you are now, you're home and you're safe.
yeah.
Good. I want to talk about two things before I talk to Stephen. So first, this is specifically to Anna. Well, really everybody, but she said my school. So since there is only one school, be it her, whether she would be in elementary school, middle school, or high school, it would only be one school. So if there's only one, we would use the be verb is. My school is remote. So the other thing I wanted to mention, I did ask, I said to her, I said, you are home safe? And she said, yes. And we have an expression in English, and you probably heard this. It's really, it's very common. It is at the end of the day. And it's used to mean really the most important thing. So I asked Anna if she was home safe. She said, yes, she is. So at the end of the day, that is most important. Everything else, you know, she can forget about. It's in the past. She's home with her family. So at the end of the day, really is, I'll put the most. At the end of the day, the most important thing. The most important thing is that she is home safe. At the end of the day, she's home safe. Most important thing. So you may hear this expression.
Most important.
Yeah. At the most people, a lot of people say at the end of the day. So okay. And let me go to Stephen. Stephen, it's been a really long time. How are you? And what did you do today? Nothing? You're very quiet, I'm sorry.
I do.
Okay. Are you feeling okay? Stephen, are you feeling okay? Okay. What did you do today? Stephen, what did you do today?
I do.
Okay. All right. Let's go to the book. Where is the book? Like I said, it's been a long time since I did this. There it is. Last time we met, we were talking about some, a few, and lots of, and just kind of a quick review. There's no real number you can put on any of these. It's really what you think is some, what you think is a few, what you think is lots of. I have in front of me a bag of apples. It probably has maybe 7 or 8 apples in the bag. And I could say there are some apples on my table. There are a few apples on my table. Again, it's just what I think is, I would probably say there are some. A few to me usually means like 3 or 4. But then if you look at well, okay, they have, I'm looking at page 97. So they have, there are some trees. So we see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trees. There are, I would say lots of people. There are a few buildings, or maybe some buildings. There are a few cars, because I only see 3 of them. And there are a few parks. There are 3 parks. So again, these numbers, these words can be whatever you feel like is describes it for you. It's fine. Looking at, we did this. I'll just quickly go through it. We have in Greenpoint, which is the name of the town, there are a few buildings and lots of people. In the tree, there are a few birds and some apples. In the sea, there are some people, a few people, sorry, and lots of fish. And in the countryside, there are some people and lots of trees. So that was just a review of what we did 3 weeks ago. We're going to now look at Unit 26 and giving reasons. Says use the conjunction because to give reason for something. You can always use because to answer the question why. So example of that, and let me as an example of that, if I said to Jenny, why did you go to the DMV today?
Because renew my driver's license.
Right. So I asked why, and her response was because. Sometimes, especially with younger children, American children anyway, if you ask them why did you throw out the water bottle? Sometimes they will just say because, without the reason. But we usually give a reason. So like I said to I asked Jenny, why did you go to the DMV? Because I need to renew my license. Ritesh, why did you come to the US?
Ask me.
Yes.
Wow. Sorry. Because my granddaughter need someone to take after.
Okay, good. And Sunny, why did you stay home today?
Because today is day off.
Okay. Perfectly good reason.
Yeah.
Joseph, why did you
Mm.
exercise today?
Why does exercise? Because I 怎么说呢？I feel better.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, and again, the whole the logic that they're teaching in the book, what they're teaching in this book is why, and the answer is because. So if we look at it says key language using because. And they're showing here what they call a main clause. And then there's what we would call a secondary clause. The main clause here is I live in the countryside, because it gives us the secondary clause. I live in the countryside because it's beautiful. So it says use because before you give the reason, and then you give the reason. Again, going back to Jenny, I went to the DMV, the main clause, because I need to renew my license. Anna, for example, I had my classes remote because the school was closed. Again, main clause and then the reason. Again, with Sunny, I stayed home because it was a day off. Okay. Further examples of it. Hold on one second. Okay. Sorry. My son is I was just about to eat dinner and I was giving him microwave instructions. Okay. So looking at 26.2, further examples. It's a noisy town because there are lots of cars. Let me go to Stephen for a moment. Stephen. Stephen, are you there? Stephen, you live in Mount Laurel, right? Is it quiet or noisy?
Quiet.
Yeah, okay. So here we have, by the way, Mount Laurel is a very quiet town. It actually, years ago used to be all farm. Okay, anyway, so we have it's a noisy town because there are lots of cars. Or in the case of Mount Laurel, it's a quiet town because there aren't a lot of cars. Okay, and here we go to the next one. My village is quiet because there are only a few families there. The nurse is busy because there are lots of patients. That's very true right now. And I don't have the audio for that. So let's take a look at 26.4. And we're going back a little bit to our jobs that we talked about a while ago. So if we look at 26.4, the example, I work in a theater because I'm an actor. So let me go to British number 1. Let me make that a little bit.
Okay. She lives on a farm because she's a farmer.
Good. Is that a farmer? She lives on a farm because
No,
no.
从右边选答案。
Yeah, no, she's right. She lives on a farm because she's a farmer.
I'm a gardener 吧，应该。
A gardener would be number 6.
She's a farmer. Yeah, she's a farmer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't see that either at first. Okay.
Yeah. I forgot about farmer. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Now this one is a little more difficult, but Joseph, can you try number 2?
Number 2. She works in a hotel because she's a receptionist.
Good. Let me just go to the whiteboard on that.
Good.
And so we have receptionist.
What means reception?
Receptionist is someone that works at the desk.
Oh,
So like even in a doctor's office, when you walk in, there's a receptionist. So it's the person at the desk that you tell them that you have a reservation or you'd like a room or something. And like I said, if you go to a doctor or a dentist, even if you go to a hospital, there will be a receptionist. Reception means really to receive or welcome. So it's the person that greets you or welcomes you. Okay, and Sunny, they, number 3.
3. They get up late because 为什么呀？为什么？It's quiet. 也不对。
Student.
I think the answer to that one is well, actually it could be
You are busy? 不对 ，no no， 哎，就是
we work with children because I think the answer to that is because they're students, but I'm not sure.
That's true. Okay. It's quiet.
I know it could be it's quiet, yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
But I think quiet is number 7.
7. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Because.
So I should have asked Jenny that one question. They get up late because they're students. I got, as you know, I have two sons, both are students. I got a text message from my older son, I think it was Friday or Saturday, wanted to know how I was feeling.
Yeah. Yeah. That maybe they are students. Maybe.
And he sent me the text message at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, sweet.
He was still awake. I was sleeping.
Maybe.
Yes, I'm going with he was. They are students. Okay. So let's get to Zoe.
We work with the children because we are teachers.
Good. And Jenny, number 5. Is Jenny still there? I don't see her. Okay, let me go to Li Fang, number 5.
We work with children.
No.
5.
5. You don't eat lunch because you're busy.
Ah, wonderful.
Eat.
Right. You
Yeah.
don't eat lunch because
Your
you're
eat.
busy.
Eat.
Good. And Anna, number 6.
I work outside because I'm gardener.
Good.
I'm a gardener. Yeah.
Anna, just make sure when you say that you get all 3 words are clear. I'm a gardener or I am a gardener.
Gardener.
Okay.
Okay. And Stephen, my parents go to the countryside because so let's try that together. My parents go to the countryside
My parents go to the countryside
because
because
it's quiet.
it's close.
Good. Stephen, do you know what countryside is?
No.
Okay. Countryside is an area where there are not a lot of houses. There are a lot of farms, usually farm animals, a lot of trees. So there are actually some parts of New Jersey that are still countryside, some parts that are not too far from you. And even some parts of Mount Laurel look like the countryside. So, okay. Before I go to the next part, the review here, I just want to say hi to Lucy.
Hi,
And how are you doing?
I'm good. Thank
Good.
you. How are you?
I'm good. And how is Wes?
Wes is okay. Thank you.
Good. Okay. Are you busy at work?
Yeah. Work. Go to work. Busy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just be very careful because of the
Thank you. Yeah.
yeah. Okay. All right. We're gonna do a little review of things that we've worked on from unit 21 to 26. We have using there is and there are. There is a hospital. There are 3 hospitals. Or there isn't a school. There aren't any schools. So let me go to British. Since you may not know this yet because you're new to the Pittsburgh area, but use there is or there are. So for example, there is a grocery store or there are grocery stores in Pittsburgh.
Grocery store. Oh, yes. There are many grocery stores.
Okay. I just realized let me just go to my whiteboard for a second. I just realized that is kind of an old-fashioned word.
Grocery store.
The newer term is supermarket.
You know.
supermarket.
Yeah.
Grocery.
Yeah, this would
Grocery store.
okay. Don't laugh at me. older people say grocery store.
Grocery.
现在都叫 supermarket。
Grocery store.
Grocery.
Yeah, like I said, that's an older and interesting thing about that is actually in the areas in China that I was in, that I lived in, there were actually a lot of grocery stores. So really in almost all the housing areas, there'd be 1 or 2 stores where you could just go down and get, just like maybe ice cream or something, very small stores, but they don't sell a lot of things, but things that you can eat. And here, of course, they're mostly supermarkets. Okay. Let's go to Joseph. Use there is or there are for Cherry Hill.
Sorry, pardon?
Use something there is or there are, or there isn't or aren't for Cherry Hill.
Cherry Hill, something.
那会儿有什么事儿用那个 there is there are？
There is, there are.
Okay, so Joseph.
Yeah.
Joseph. How many Chinese supermarkets are there in Cherry Hill?
How many? How many?
有多少超市？中国超市在 Cherry Hill？
Oh, a few.
一起
It's a few supermarket 很发嘛。
那个就老说那里用那个 there is there 那个 there is one supermarket something like that.
Yeah.
There is a supermarket. There is
a Chinese supermarket.
There is a Chinese supermarket.
Right. There is a Chinese.
There is Chinese supermarket
in Cherry Hill.
Cherry Hill.
Okay, good. And I'm pretty sure for Sunny, she's gonna have to use their are. So something in Philadelphia.
There are many hospitals.
Okay. Make sure you get that. Make sure you get that S. There are many hospitals.
The hospitals.
Okay.
Hospitals.
Zoe, use is or are.
There are some banks in Pittsburgh.
Okay.
Banks.
Just
I
have to ask you this simply because is Mellon Bank in Pittsburgh?
那问你
Mellon Bank
美隆银行 Mellon MELLON 那个银行在 Pittsburgh 有没有分支？
In my near my house, they are not main.
They aren't.
Okay. I was just curious because I think Mellon Bank started in Pittsburgh, and I actually worked for them a long time ago. Okay. Li Fang, use is or are.
然后你就说用 there is 和 there are 造个句子。
there 这是 house hotel. There any hotel.
There are hotels.
There 它是 a hotel，你不是让我造句，
hotel， 对，你要说 hotel， 在咱 Cherry 有好几家 hotel 了，
所以不能啊，要 any 呀，
那个复数要用 are 呀 ，there are。
哦，对，there are any
some hotels，
some
几个，
some 是几个，
hotel，
一些，
一些也可以。
对呀
some hotel， some hotel， 啊，什么
就可以了，可以了。
阿姨都慌了。
Okay, so let's go with there are some hotels
Some hotels, yeah.
in
Cherry
Cherry
Hill.
Hill.
In Cherry Hill.
Some hotel in Cherry Hill. Some hotel.
Yeah. Okay.
There are some.
It looks like we lost Anna and Stephen too. Okay. I'll have to see if everything's okay with them. All right. Then we have articles. So if we're talking about one of several, we use otherwise we use the. So example, I work in a library. So in bigger cities like Pittsburgh and Philadelphia, there will be more than one library. So you could use I work in a library, or Sunny's sentence was there are many hospitals in Philadelphia. So some people can say I work in a hospital, but if we're talking about a specific hospital, so for example, Jefferson Hospital is on like 10th Street, is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
9th Street. Yeah.
9th Street, yeah. I work in the hospital on 9th Street, or I work in the Jefferson Hospital on 9th Street, as opposed to the Children's Hospital further, or Will's Eye Hospital. Okay. Then use any and some. So if you're asking, if you're not sure, you can use any. Li Fang was talking about some hotels. I can ask her, are there any hotels? Or is there a hotel in Cherry Hill? And the answer is there are some hotels. Imperatives is, again, something we say with to warn a person, stop, be careful.
So be careful.
Especially you do that with younger children. Joining sentences, we have our primary conjunctions and but. There's a library and a restaurant. There's a hotel, but there isn't a store. Adjectives, words that describe. She is a busy woman. It is a busy town, or the town is busy. It is busy. And then because our what we call again the subordinate clause. I live in the countryside because it is beautiful. Okay. That is the end of unit 26. Actually, we can look at some of the vocabulary. And we'll go over this again next week, but we have, they show us, they call it a apartment block. I have never used the term block. I think the more standard is apartment building.
Building.
Yeah, like I said, I've never used the term block.
公寓大楼。
公寓大楼。
British English, they call it a block of flats. And then if we,
英国人说是 blocks of flats。strange， 那很奇怪了。
yeah. Before I talk about the actual items in the house, we have 3 levels. So it's actually okay. I'll reclassify. I'll re-say that. We actually have a 2-level or 2-story house.
有个2层的屋子，就是。
顶楼。
So we have this would be our first floor.
第一层叫 first floor.
And this is different in British English. I forget what they call the first floor, but they don't call it the first floor. They may call it the main floor or ground floor. I think it's ground floor. American English, we would say first floor. We have our second floor.
第2层.
And this part here that is underneath the roof, we call the attic.
这个顶楼，这个我们就管它叫 attic， 就在那个屋顶底下那块儿，小三角。
And if you had something below ground level, they don't have it here, that would be basement.
如果要是在地底下那层叫做 basement。
So let me just put that on the board and oops. So we have
First floor.
So those would be our 3 levels of in a house. And so for example, my house has like this 2 floors, first floor and second floor. I have an attic, but I do not have a basement.
六老师他的家里面有first floor, second floor， 还有一个 attic， 但他没有 basement， 就没有地下室。
And Shmei, do you have a basement, right?
I have a basement. I don't have an attic.
You sure?
We have a storage in attic, but we didn't go. We didn't use it.
It's still called an attic.
We have a pool upstairs.
Yeah, that's what I have. It's still called an attic.
Attic, okay.
Yeah, okay. All right, so I'll go through these and then we'll switch over to conversation. Obviously, we have a door,
门，
bookcase,
书架，
desk,
桌子，
and then on our second floor, we have our bathroom.
这个叫厕所。
I'll talk a little bit about that too. If we look at this picture, you will see that it has a bathtub.
就是有个浴缸。
So if it has a bathtub, in American English, it is usually called a bathroom. If it does not have, and there are, if it's smaller and doesn't have the tub and probably wouldn't have a shower, it would be called, we would call that a powder room. So we
如果没有浴缸的呢，没有那个淋浴的地方的那种很小的屋子，只有上厕所的地方，他们就一般叫 powder room。
And now in my house, the bathtub and the shower are combined.
大多数房间里，就像 Phil 老师家，他那个 bathtub 和那个就是浴缸和那个淋浴的是在一起的。
And we have our toilet.
这个叫马桶。
And they didn't give a name for this. This is our sink.
那个是洗手的那个池子。
I'll talk about this a little bit more next week. Another word for this is vanity.
也有的管它叫 vanity。
And then we have our living room with our armchair or chair.
这个小沙发叫 armchair。
Marchair.
Arm.
March.
怎么翻？
Li Fang,
A.
it's arm, like here, arm.
Armchair.
Yeah.
Armchair.
They call it a, it says in the American English, they call it a couch. Again, I disagree with that. We usually call it a sofa.
Sofa.
And they say British English sofa. And a television.
电视 television.
And one last thing with this before we switch off. You will notice that with our sofa or couch, it has 3 seats on it. 1, 2, 3, which is which is the standard here. Having 3 seats. There is another piece of furniture that's very similar. It usually matches the sofa or couch, but it usually only has 2 seats. And that is called a love seat. So normal.
3个人坐的就叫 coach 或者叫 sofa， 2个人坐的沙发就管叫做 love seat。
So living room usually has a sofa, love seat, and chair.
这个 living room 一般就是沙发 love seat， 还有个 chair armchair。
Now seat.
Now seat.
love seat 就是那个2个人坐的沙发。
So, and anybody have
大家有什么问题没有？
No.
Oh.
Okay, then what we our conversation. This one is really kind of a basic one. I figured it was good practice simply because we haven't done this in a very long time. And let me find it.
接下来我们就上我们那个对话的了。今天那个课的那个对话的那个内容应该是很简单的一个内容。
So, we're talking about family.
我们今天讲家庭。
Let me share that. So, British and Sunny. British, you want to read the first line, and Sunny, you read the second line.
First, I'm
Yes.
How many people are there in your family?
There are 5 people in my family. My father, mother, brother, sister, and me.
Does your family live in a house or an apartment?
We live in a house in the countryside.
What does your father do?
My father is a doctor. He works at the local hospital.
How old is your mother?
She is 40 years old, 1 year younger.
I'm sorry.
1 year younger than my father.
Did you have any siblings?
Yeah.
What's his or her name?
Yes, I do. I have 1 older brother, David, and 1 younger sister, Mary.
Are you the oldest amongst your brothers and sisters?
No, I'm not. I'm the second child in my family.
What does your mother or father like?
My father likes playing football and my mother likes cooking.
Okay. Oh. Do your parents let you stay out late?
Of course not. They always ask me to get home before 10 p.m. Each night.
Do you stay with your parents?
Right now, no, but I use it too.
Does your family usually have dinner together?
Yes, we do. My mom always prepares delicious meals for us.
Wonderful.
Okay. I'll mention siblings is just a word for brothers and sisters.
Yes,
Do you have-
siblings.
Yeah. Do you have any
Siblings.
siblings? Do you have any
Mm.
brothers and sisters?
Mm.
I have 5 siblings.
Oh.
Okay.
Mm.
I want to know what it means.
Joseph and Zoe. Joseph, you read the first one.
Okay. How many people are there in your family?
There are 5 people in my family. My father, mother, brother, sister, and me.
Does your family live in a house or apartment?
We live in a house in the countryside.
What does your father do?
My father is a doctor. He works at a local hospital.
How old is your mother?
She is 40 years old, 1 year younger than my father.
Do you have any siblings? What's his name? What's his name?
Yes, I do. I have an elder brother, David, and 1 younger sister, Mary.
Are you the oldest amongst your brother and sisters?
No, I'm not. I'm a second child in my family.
What does your mother like?
My father likes playing football and my mother likes cooking.
Do your parents like you study out like?
Stay out.
They out.
Of course not. They always ask me
Ask
to
me.
get home before
Before
10 p.m.
10 p.m.
each night.
each night. Do you start with your parents?
Right now, no, but I used it.
Does your family usually have dinner together?
Yes, we do. My mom always prepares delicious meals for us.
Delicious meals for us.
All right, good. This guy has to be very young if his mom is 40 years old.
4 years old.
Yeah.
4 years old.
Okay. Lucy, do you want to read?
Okay.
Okay. Li Fang, do you want to read? So Li Fang, you read the first.
How many people are there in your family?
There are 5 people in my family. My father, mother, brother, sister, and me.
Does your family live in a house or an apartment?
We live in a house in the countryside.
What does your father do?
My father, yes, father. My father is a doctor. Doctor.
Yes.
He works at the local hospital.
Good.
How old is your mother?
She is 40 years old. One young my my father.
Good. Okay.
Do you have any siblings? What's his or her name?
Yes, I don't. I have one
Elder.
elder brother, David, and one young sister, Mary.
Are you the oldest amongst your brothers and sisters?
No, I'm not. I'm the second children in my family.
What does your mother or father like?
My father leave kids playing football, and my mother likes cooking.
Okay. Yeah, you're right.
Do your parents let you stay out late?
Of course
Of course not.
not air. Over 是ask me to get home. Blood before 20 p.m. East night.
Okay.
Do you stay with your parents?
Light no now no bitter. I used to